Hey, this is Shannon Bryant, Virtual and Blended Learning Coordinator for Keller ISD, and this short video is all about discussion posts for the purpose of giving feedback. So I think the feedback part is kind of a duh for the why. You know, students learn from each other and they also value each other's input. So we're talking about feedback on anything. It could be a problem that they have, a project that they worked on, whenever you want students to comment on each other's work or thinking. You could do this with Google Sheets, Padlet, or Nearpod. I, however, am going to do demo Google Sheets. Now, so let's look at some demos. Using a Google Sheet, assigning students to a row that they're going to type in and giving them prompts to work with, okay? So this way I can see in real time while students type into these different cells. So demo 2 is a little bit different because even though I'm using Google Sheets here and I can put students' names here, this column is where students would post a link to their presentation, video, whatever it is that they want feedback on. So I could just give a spreadsheet like this with all of my students' names listed over here and tell them, post a link to your creation that you need feedback over next to your name, and then find some other students to give plus and deltas. Or when you're in Google Sheets, the best thing is in real time you'll be able to see each other, all your kids typing, and in real time they'll be able to answer and see each other's responses. And if your spidey sense tingles as a teacher, you're probably thinking, well, what if they go in and do some mischievousness over here, like delete people's work or post things that are inappropriate? So to do that, you go to File, see Revision History, and then over in this corner, you'll be able to see the date and time when every student typed and what they did. You can also go back to a different period in time and restore that version here. Another thing that is wonderful about this is using Google Sheets. You have the bottom down here where I can have several different tabs with different prompts for students. So, for example, in this activity, I had students create a Google slideshow explaining how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide with fractions. So some students did the fractions, some students did decimals, and then some students did integers. So I had the tabs at the bottom that students could toggle back and forth from, and they could get each other's slideshow. So it's another way to do a jigsaw, I guess. Here we've got 3 different things. Not every kid would have done the same thing. Yeah, it is kind of like doing a jigsaw or having students peer teach. Here's a third way to do the same thing. I've made a Google form for students to submit their projects on. It's a really simple one. I could add descriptions if I wanted, but basically I just asked for the student's first and last name and their class period. Then they would paste the sharing link set to view of their slide deck right here. What's cool is that when I click on responses, remember that I have the ability to get a spreadsheet with all of those responses from students. Now this is a demo. I don't have any responses in there, but you get the idea. I would have a list of the students' names, and then next to that, the links would already be there. So students could go in and see each other's and respond there. It's just another way to do it. I like it because you don't have to take class time to have them post their links. It's already done. I hope you liked our video, and if you did, like it, subscribe.